Okay, so it is my pleasure to take you through the product of the month. And this is the Summer Essentials. And I will just move to the first slide. And this is really just a welcome to all of our international forever business owners. And please be aware that there may be a slight difference in some of the content that I'll be sharing with you. So please check your country office. And also, can you please check that your settings are correct so you can hear me? Okay, as I said, I am going to take you through the products which you can be focusing on for retailing through August. And then once I have gone through the products, then I'll be passing over to the lovely Ghazala, and she's going to give you some amazing retailing tips on these products. So the sunscreen, the aloe vera jelly, the aloe first. And then we mustn't forget the tiniest one there, which is the aloe lips. You'll get lots of handy assets, including social media posts and presentation slides to help you with your retailing. And there is the link that will be available from the 1st of August. So we are at the end of July, and a lot of people start thinking about looking after their skin and protection using sunscreens when it comes to the summer holidays. However, I want to just kind of get the message across that yes, we're talking about summer essentials, but it isn't just for the beach. This is quite a few interesting stats I want to share with you. But before we do, I also want you to think about why you wouldn't be packing these products if you're out and about, or even have them at home, especially when the sun is as it has been the last few days. So have you ever thought, do you put sunscreen on your body when you're sitting outside just having a coffee, whether it's at home, whether it's meeting a friend? Do you put the sunscreen in your bag or your briefcase if you are going to be sitting outside having a coffee in between appointments? And what about if you're on the golf course, or you might be cycling, you might be out fishing, walking? And what about when you're in the car? A lot of people don't realize the challenges that your skin is under because of the reflection from the glass, from the windscreen. And not just the windscreen, but the actual side. And we need protection even when it's cloudy. I used to live in Spain, and I can tell you that we used to see a lot of the tourists who would, on a cloudy day, walking around without any hat, without any protection, thinking that because there's clouds in the sky, there is no sun behind it. And of course, it's in those times when you're really putting yourself in danger. And the amount of people that we would see getting sunburns and even sunstroke just from not looking after themselves because the clouds are out. There isn't actually any healthy way to get a tan. And it is really, really important to protect your skin from the UV rays, especially when the sun is at its highest. And we know that the sun is at its highest during the year through the summer, but also at the time of day, which is in midday. So here's just a few SPF sun protection facts that I like to share with you. Now, obviously, this is just a survey that was done in the UK, but it doesn't mean it doesn't apply in other countries as well. So only 22% of the UK population apply an SPF daily. Over half, so this is 55% of the UK population, only wear an SPF when it's sunny, as I've just said. And 40% of the UK population who wear an SPF will only buy it when they're on holiday. And as I said, I used to live in Spain. And once again, I would also observe people that would only have one tube that seemed to hoping that it was going to be lasting for the whole time that they were on holiday and for the whole family. So I really want you to start thinking about looking after your skin, UV protection, not just for the summer holidays, but start thinking about it as something that you can promote all year round. Oops, sorry, I just pressed it twice there. Right, what I thought I'd like to do is just explain to you when we talk about SPF protection, what does it mean? What's this word broad spectrum, and why when you're looking for sunscreens, you really need to focus on getting a broad spectrum. So UVA rays and UVB rays. Easiest way to think about UVA, the A on the end, think about the word aging. So those are classed as your aging rays. And then the UVB, they are classed as your burning rays. So if we have a look at the aging rays, first of all, they are present all times during daylight hours. So it's not just thinking about them being there through the summer. Very, very powerful. These are the ones that can penetrate through the glass as well as through the clouds. And these are the ones that are going to penetrate more deeply than your burning rays. And of course, as we said, these are the ones that will cause or play a major part in the aging of your skin. And then, of course, we have our burning rays. And these are the ones that you will start to cause the reddening to your skin. In fact, when you start to feel this prickliness on your skin, it's the UVB rays which are starting to have an effect on your skin. And then you'll start to notice your skin is starting to go a little bit pink, a little bit red. If you've got darker skin, you won't notice it as quickly as you would if you have very, very fair skin. So the more melanin that you have in your skin, the melanin is the pigmentation that you have in your skin, which is actually there as part of your natural body's SPF protection. So what can happen is that we can get a little bit misguided and thinking the darker my skin is, then I don't need to protect my skin so much. Well, you still need to protect your skin, but you are probably not noticing as quickly when your skin is starting to get, as I say, getting a challenge with those burning rays. It doesn't penetrate as deeply as the UVA rays. And these are the rays that actually play a large part in the challenges that people can have with skin cancers, including melanomas. Right, so let's just understand a little bit more about the SPF. Some people refer to it as the sun burning factor or sun protection factor. But sun protection factor is something that is kind of, I'm not saying necessarily old school, but this is the one that most people kind of understand. It's about protecting your skin, not thinking about, oh, I'll have to that one and then I'll burn, because you're not necessarily going to burn. So I would always suggest to you that you go with the sun protection. Now, how it works is that you multiply it with your personal time of when you start to feel the effects of the sun. So I'm going to give you an example here. Let's say you're out in the sun and it's after around about 20 minutes that you kind of go, oh, I can feel a little bit of heat. I can feel a little bit of prickliness, a little bit of discomfort. I can actually feel the sun on my skin and it's starting to feel uncomfortable. If it's 20 minutes, if you're using an SPF 30, that means it's going to give you 30 more times protection than the time that you would normally start to feel that tingling. So if it is 20, then that's going to give you 600 minutes of protection. That is 10 hours. And if you work it on the variance of time, so let's say, for example, on here, if you start to feel the effects a lot sooner than that, then you're timesing it by 10 minutes, you're going to give it 5 hours. And as I said, often what happens when you're darker, because you have more melanin in your skin, the pigmentation is there to help you with more protection. Then if it's 30, that is going to give you, like, as you can see, 15 hours, but you still need to protect yourself from these rays. I think what's really important to understand here is that it's not about going, right, I'm putting it on and hey, there's me, I start to feel the effects after 20 minutes. I'll be fine for 10 hours. Absolutely not. Because your skin is obviously, if you're in the heat, what starts to happen when you're hot? You're going to start to sweat. When you start to sweat or perspire, as you're starting to perspire, your body will get rid of certain salts in your body. These are your electrolyte salts. And when you start to perspire and you are getting salt out of your body, then the salt will break down the protection from the sunscreen. So it is really important that you understand it's about reapplying at least every 2 hours or as and when you need it. And also to make sure you put enough on. So as you can see at the bottom, the British Association of Dermatologists say a bare minimum is to apply is at least 6 teaspoons to cover the body of an average adult. So I want you to think about half a teaspoon of sunscreen for each arm and the face and neck, and don't forget your ears, don't forget your nose, and just over 1 teaspoon for each leg, the front of the body and the back of the body. So as I said before, that often when people are going away on holiday or going out for the day, sometimes it's kind of like not gauging that you've got enough product to maybe support the whole family. You might be thinking, I've thrown one in my bag, but have you got enough for everybody? So that is one of the biggest things, is to apply enough and to apply it regularly. So let's introduce you then to the Aloe sunscreen. Now, I absolutely love this product. It is one of the best sunscreens that I have used from Forever. I mean, over the time that I have been with Forever, which is 28 years now, I have been lucky to have been able to experience all the different sunscreens that Forever have brought out. And I can tell you, every single time a new one has come out, it's just got better and better and better. And I think the most important thing is to understand how to use this sunscreen effectively, and because it is mineral based. So let's just have a look at a few key facts here. It's a product that the whole family can use. So once again, I'm really big into talking about having products that are multi-purpose products. When you are talking to your customers, when you're talking to your clients, it's a money-saving product because it's very cost effective. You're not having to have one for this person and one for that person. A lot of people start to think about, I need to have an SPF 50. So I want you to think about your SPFs again. In fact, what I'm going to do on that note, I'm just going to go back because I just want to really clarify this. If you have a look at this here and you look at the SPF 30, it's actually 30 times longer. So we'll use the 20 minutes. That is giving you 600 minutes. If you're using an SPF 50, people think that a SPF 50 is giving you more protection than a 30. It's not. It's just giving you longer protection. And in fact, when you look at the difference between an SPF 30 and a 50, the amount of protection difference, you might say, is like 0.5% of a 0.5% so of protection. So it's tiny, tiny, tiny. So it doesn't mean it's giving you more protection and give you longer. So if you think about that, then that's going to take you up to a thousand minutes. So that is taking you probably around about 16 hours. Now, I don't know anybody that is outside when the sun is out, for 16 hours. And the whole point of an SPF 50 is really for maybe someone who feels they're going to start to feel the effects of the sun after maybe a few minutes, and they want to put that protection on. But then the other thing to look at is that if you know that you have a challenge with the sun and you want to kind of not be out in the sun so much, then you're going to probably not be sitting out in the sun at those really mad and hot times. So please just kind of understand the difference between the SPF. So I'm sorry I had to go back then, but I really wanted to clarify that because that is a question that I know people will come up with. So SPF 30, that's why we go for the 30, not 50, because SPF 30 has been shown that it is enough protection from UVA and UVB rays. So it is a broad spectrum. So we know it's the one that's going to be suitable for the whole family. The great thing about the product, because of what it contains, are aloe vera as well as vitamin E. It's a fantastic product because not only is it doing its job of the protection, but also it is moisturizing the skin. It's keeping the skin lovely and supple. And the vitamin E is there as a smart companion, as it is going to help soften the skin, and it is suitable for vegetarians and vegans. Also carries award-winning, it's award-winning as well. Now, I just want to bring you round to, I brought this up before, the Original Excellence Dermatest in the corner. So please make sure when you are sharing our products, our topical products, especially our sunscreen, with your customers, with your clients, point out the fact that we have this excellence from the Dermatest, that the way that our products are independently tested and by dermatologists to show that these are safe products to use and have passed that at excellence. We know it is going to do the job we want it to do. Okay, so the burning rays comes from inorganic zinc oxide, and how that works with the minerals, it reflects away from the skin. Now, if you don't have a mineral sunscreen, what happens with the way that those products work is that the UVAs and UVB rays, they go into the skin, and then the active ingredients in those sunscreens that are not mineral, once the rays have gone in, they kind of deal with them and break them down so they don't become so harmful. But in my opinion, I would much prefer to have a harmful ray being reflected away from the skin rather than going into the skin. So that's how the zinc oxide works with your UVB rays. Now, a lot of people will talk about the fact that it is white. The reason it is white is because it's a mineral. And I think we're all aware that minerals tend to be white or have this kind of a bit of a white hue to them. This is how you actually apply your sunscreen, because it is important to apply it in a way and then you will not be white. Okay, so where people go wrong is that they'll get their sunscreen and they will squirt it straight onto their skin and then try to move the product around the skin, right? And it's not going to, if you've got a big dollop, it's not going to move. Okay, well, it will move, but it's hard to move. So what you do is you put your sunscreen into your hand, then you gently rub the hands, not rubbing like this, but gently rub your hands together, and the warmth of your hands starts to kind of work on the product. And then you literally just go like this, dot the sunscreen across you, and then you massage it in, and you'll see how easy it is to massage into your skin, and you will not get that white hue. And as I said, please remember to reapply at least every 2 hours or as needed. Okay, so the next product is our aloe vera jelly, and it's one of those products that has so many uses. It is one of our classic products. It has fulfilled so many roles in so many people's worlds. So yes, we are talking about the sun here, but if you want to take something away with you or take it out and about with you, then yes, it's after sun care. Obviously, it's going to moisturize, it's going to condition, it's going to soothe. But of course, you can use it if it's if you're out and about, if you're on a picnic, if you get these awful little flying things, there's so many different flying bugs around, or mosquitoes, or little flies that sand flies if you're on the beach, all those different things, and they can feel quite itchy when they get you. So literally, if you've got the aloe jelly with you, you can literally just put it on straight away. But of course, if you are being in the sun and you really want to kind of cool the skin down, then the aloe vera jelly is the best one to go. And just a little bit of a top tip there for you is to keep it in the fridge. It is fantastic to put on your skin when it is super, super cool. So that is just one of the little tips that I would like to pass on with our aloe vera jelly. And then another firm favorite is the Aloe First. So the Aloe First has around about 70% stabilized aloe, and our aloe comes from the aloe fields, and we know that the aloe that is growing in our aloe fields is organic aloe. So remember that it's the aloe fields have a certification. So it's the aloe that is organic aloe. It's not the product. All right. So please remember that. And it contains a lot of different powerful plant extracts, such as propolis. It has spirea, clematis, ivy, just to name a few. And this whole array of powerful botanicals alongside the aloe, it is absolutely amazing for soothing and calming the skin. It's that kind of product that, yes, you can definitely, if you're out and about, you don't want to take the big bottle with you, then you can just transfer some to a small bottle. Remember, you can do that if you're going to, it's for your personal use. Please remember, we do not decant our products to retail them, but if it's for your personal use, then it's great just to decant a little bit and in a little spray bottle, and you can spray it over your face to cool yourself down. You can spray it on your body while you're feeling hot and sticky. You can use it at night time if you're somebody that gets hot and sticky and perspires at night time, especially ladies of a certain age. It's absolutely fantastic for that. Once again, you can keep it in the fridge and keep it nice and cool. And what you could do, now, as I said, I used to live in Spain, and one of the things that I used to do, I used to get my aloe first, and when there was a little bit gone, or as I said, I used to take some out and put it into a small spray bottle. In fact, that was something that I always had in my bag when I was out and about, when I lived abroad. And then there was a bit of a gap left, and what I used to do is get the aloe moisturizing lotion and just literally put it into the Aloe First bottle. Now, with those two together, after I'd had a shower on a hot day, I would shake the two together, and then I would spray it all over my body. And it was like a milk, more of a moisturizing milk, which is great to be able to use, especially if you feel you want to get kind of moisturize all your body. We obviously have our wonderful body lotion, which we didn't have back in the day. But one of the things I used to find with this, especially for my kids, when they were in the swimming pool a lot and they'd come out, then of course, to be able to put that on, especially when you've been in an environment when there's chlorine, and it can really dry your skin. Perfect product just to be able to spray all over and rub it in. Very, very simple and easy to go. And then we can't go anywhere without our little aloe lips. So it is small, but it is seriously mighty. And it's important to remember to look after your lips when you're out and about in the sun. A lot of people forget about that, and our lips can get blisters and can be sore. So please remember to look after your lips. This is absolutely jam-packed with aloe and jojoba, which is a fantastic moisturizing oil and wax, and it is great for using on any dry or chapped lips. And as I said, it's great. You can stick it in your pocket, you can stick it in your bag, you can stick it anywhere out and about. Always make sure that you've got them with you. And just one last thing that I'd like to say is that please remember that even on a cloudy day, even if you're driving your car, and the sun is out. So many people will think about putting sunglasses on, and when they're driving, I see all of these people driving and sunglasses on, but how many people have actually got any sun protection on their face? Obviously, we have the Target range, which is the protecting day lotion. If you have that in your car. Have the sunscreen there. And remember, when you're driving, the sun coming through the window can still get your arms and can cause your arms to burn. So please remember to look after your skin, look after yourself, whether you're outside, whether you're under the glass, or whether you're under clouds. So with that, I would like to now see if Ghazala is there. Are you there, Ghazala?
Hello, yes, I am.
Right, so I am going to just switch off my audio and my video, but I'll be here if you want me to just turn the slides over for you.
Yes, please, Louise. Thank you so much.
I will do that. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. This is Ghazala, and I am having the pleasure of taking you through some useful tips for retailing. So next month, when these products become products of the month, you can smash retailing them, but you have to start from today and just get these tips to your best. Thank you so much, Louise. The next slide. So I'm going to give you some tips and strategies on expanding your business and getting the customer awareness of these products. We all know things to try are sampling. Sampling is a great way. It's a very powerful strategy to incorporate into your business. You've probably, all of you, had the experience of, for example, going to supermarkets and seeing the sampling stations, for example, for cheese, bread, beverages, and you have volunteered to go forward, maybe without them asking, getting those samples, trying them, and it is most likely for you to buy them, even if in the first instant you pass the aisles and you think you don't need them or you don't want them. But sampling is a great way that encourages people to buy the products. That's because when you give sample to your customers, they can try it firsthand. So for example, these ones are all skincare, and I know that aloe first and aloe jelly could be used on hair as well, but they can feel it on their skin. They can see how quickly it is getting absorbed, the texture, the smell, and most importantly, something that people are usually worried about when they want to buy a new product is if they have any reaction to it. So by giving them the samples, you get all this trust from people. So sampling makes and builds trust and confidence in the product. It's try before you buy. And your customers can personally verify that the product is effective. And as I said, it increases the likelihood of people buying from you. Now, with the reduced uncertainty and risk, again, it is usually hard for people, if you always put yourself in the shoes of your customers, it's hard for people to get products that they don't know about, or it's not coming from any recommendation, any experiences, and it's totally new. So when they try them, when you give them the opportunity to try, it just eliminates that risk and the trust that they don't have, and it makes them a potential from an interested buyer into an actual buyer. So that helps really, really well. It eliminates all the perceived risks that they might have in their mind with that is associated with the unknown product. I don't know what product it is. I don't know how sunscreen works. I don't know how well it sits on my skin, and all the tips that you can give to your customer. And it also, when you give them the sample and they try them before, it creates the trust in the brand and yourself, and you will get better results. Now, samples could be, well, the aloe jelly, we have the sample sachet, which you can buy from your shop and send them out or give them out. But something like sunscreen or Aloe First, you can put them into cosmetic pots, or even Aloe First Forever has branded little smaller spray bottles that you can put Aloe First in there and give it to people. I use Aloe First myself, and I keep the bottles when they become empty. So when I want to give samples to people, I just fill the bottle with the sample size, and I give the actual bottle to the person if they are living close to me, and I will tell them, look how big the bottle is. It's nearly half a liter, so it's gonna take them ages to finish this product. And also getting feedback. It's very, very important, because when you give products to people, some of them might buy all of them, but not all of them will buy all of the products. They might just get 1 or 2 or 3 of them. But then you have to get feedback from the other products that they have used, even if they haven't bought. Feedbacks are very, very valuable in our business. They bring you social proofing. So when you talk to somebody about the products, or when you are on your social media, you can share these feedbacks, and that will increase trust from other people into these products. Because remember, it doesn't matter how much we say that a product is good. When it comes from other people, it brings more trust and believe in the product. So even if your customers who you've given out the sample, they don't buy the product, always ask them to write you a feedback, and that's really, really valuable into your business again. Can I have the next slide, Louise, please? Right. Oh, sorry, before we go to the next slide, and that's fine, no, stay on here, please. Sorry if I confused you. Here on the right-hand side of the slide, you can see that on my VIP page or customer group, I've put the photo of the samples, and I've written, I'm gonna give the first 20 people who write a comment under my post samples. And in bracket, I've said maximum 3 samples. That's the language I speak if you see the fonts are unknown to you. But buy 3 samples. I don't usually give out any more than 2 or 3 samples at once, because that confuses the customer. The other types that you can give samples out could be included in product launches. So when you do product launches or product shows, that's a good way of letting people try before buy. So it's not necessarily giving samples out. You can have product shows or product launches. It could be mini product shows. It could be only with one person. It could be with your friends, with your school mom friends, anybody. It could be a big group, it could be a small group, or even one person. But the whole idea is for people to sample the product and to try before buy, whether it be from a small amount of product, or whether it be the actual product. You can also do online product show or product launches, and it's always a good idea with skincare to send the customers or the people who you have invited to the online product show the sample of the products, because when you're talking about the products, they can use it at the same time and sample it and try it. That's something else that you can do. And yeah, so these are with the sampling. So don't think that you only have to send samples out. You can get people together and let them try before buy. Another way of promoting products, obviously, is on social media. That's kind of like a passive promotion all the time on the background of any other activities that you are doing. But it is very important on social media even to show your personal use, because when you show your personal use, it brings the trust and authenticity. People see that you are using it. People see that you are using it for yourself and your entire family. And they think, okay, it cannot be about product that she's using it herself, because somebody can go and promote any product, but if they don't use it themselves, then that's a question. If they use it themselves, that brings lots of trust as well. And belief in the product. And like Louise said, some very good tips, having the sun cream or even the Aloe First in your handbag, in your car. So if you're going out, now especially it's the time that moms get together and take kids out, in the middle of being in the park, when you want to top up on your sun cream, you take it out from your bag and you do this. And usually people just are curious about the products that other people are using, or you can offer your friend if they want to use the sun cream, if they have brought it with themselves. If not, why not try it? So having it with yourself and using it, it shows that you are confident in the product, in the brand, and using it yourself. And also you can make it relatable. It is very important for that connection. For example, ways of applying it, which Louise just mentioned. If you don't apply it correctly with the mineral sunscreen, not only our sunscreen, any mineral sunscreen, you will be left with the white hue on your body, and that's what you don't want. So ways of applying it, show them on your social media, show them in person if you are together. And for example, show them that it can be used for the whole family. Again, Louise mentioned it's cost effective. They don't need to go and get some products for their children, some products for themselves. It's one product for entire family. And it's the same with Aloe Jelly and Aloe First and Aloe Lips as well. All of them, the whole family can use. In fact, I always insist people have Aloe Jelly in their first aid kit, because if there are any burns or scratches or bites or anything, Aloe Jelly is quite soothing, is quite calming, and it really helps. So these are the things that you can show on your social media as well. And also with proof of effectiveness, when people see that you're using the product, it just showcases the practical benefits and the results as well. So it's so important, again, to show that you're using the products. It brings the tangible proof that the product is effective and how the product works, because people see it in their real life. They can make a connection as how they can bring it into their own life. What applications Aloe Jelly have, what applications Aloe First have, can you use it on your skin, on your hair, and etc. And you can always incorporate different social media channels, Instagram, WhatsApp, WhatsApp stories, of course, or WhatsApp groups, or Facebook, or any kind of groups that you have on Facebook or TikTok. There are so many types of social media channels that you can use, and you can just use as a static post or show it in video or make reels. So there's so many things that you can do on your social media. Thank you so much, Louise. Can we go to the next slide? And some more retailing tips. When you place an order for a customer, even if the order is completely irrelevant to these 4 products, ask them if they need anything else. Offer them, tell them that you've got these products, because believe it or not, people don't know. Some people used to, or their routine or their buying habit is to get, for example, supplements from you, or the drinking gel from you, or some other skincare from you. They don't necessarily know that we've got these products. Something like Aloe First, which is quite multi-purpose, they might not be aware. So ask them, especially with holidays coming and stepping into summer or certain occasions, just ask them. I'm sure that you all chit chat with your customers. You're going on holiday. Have you got your sun cream? Have you got anything for after sun care, etc.? Or certain occasions, for example, I know we're talking about summer, but going back to school or any other occasions, just ask them if they need any specific products that you can add to their orders. And always personalize and your recommendation for your customers. And by that, I mean ask questions. Always ask questions from your customers, and listen twice as much as you talk about the products. This way, you get the knowledge of what your customers need or what products can help them better. And then you can personalize your recommendation to your customers. You can highlight the benefits of the products that you are offering them, and you can always add maybe a product to their existing order. We are stepping into August, and we are having these 4 amazing products as the product of the month. So, for example, you can create an offer for your customers during this month. Just tell them that these are your products of the month, and create them different offers, however offer you want to. For example, you can, don't always think about discounts. Yes, discounts are interesting for buyers, but why not saying if you get, for example, a sunscreen, aloe jelly and aloe first, then you're gonna get a lip balm for free, something like that. Or you can create product bundle offer, for example, or for example, buy 3 get an aloe lips, etc. And you can have different names and themes for it. For example, you can say summer skin, or skin protection. Sorry, I meant skin protection. Or you can have aftercare, or after sun care. Different things. You can create these bundles, pair the products, or put 3 in bundle, or all 4 of them in bundle, and come up with different ideas to help your customer to meet their requirements and needs. I hope that these retailing tips have given you some ideas to go and smash the month of August, which is going to be a very, very massive month for everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. That was absolutely brilliant, and some amazing tips there. So just to finish off the evening, please remember that we have our next rolling training, which is going to be on Monday, the 5th of August. And at the same time, 8 p.m. as always. And here is the link if you want to book your place, and that'll be from tomorrow, the 30th of July. And you can also scan the QR code. So that just leaves me to thank Ghazala one more time for an amazing presentation, and to wish you all a great evening. And I look forward to seeing you the following month for Products of the Month. So in the meantime, have a great August, everybody. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.